All right, welcome back to the channel. This video, I'm going to break down my LS3 370Z this time. I'm not going to go into the weeds like the 350 was. More so just going to cover what I have done to it, why it's done to it, and then I'll give you a full breakdown on the LS swap, why I did it, and kind of the expenses and the cost of it. There's not a lot of information out there, especially when I was swapping mine, so I'll kind of give you the highlights of stuff that I learned along the way and the cost of it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into it. All right, we'll start with the exterior, then I'll break down the interior, then lastly I'll cover the swap. So outside, pretty basic, just blacked out factory headlights, Nismo factory front bumper, crown carbon wide overs in the front with KBD Nismo rep side skirts and rear bumper, and then the crown carbon rears. The car used to be black. I got hit last year in the rear left pretty bad, so I had to redo the car and ended up putting overs on it to try and fix it. It's a rep 326 wing that I just made fit the car. They didn't make one for the 370 at the time. True Focus fab bash bars front and rear, factory taillights that I just took the lenses off of instead of paying for the clears, because I think I've went through 6 taillights already on this car just because of the bumper always ends up breaking them. Random roof wing, and then on the roof I do have a carbon fiber removable top on it. It's removable, but really it was for me to be able to weld the cage in, but it also works well to take off at the track and just get some airflow. GK Tech mirrors like the 350, and then I'm not clout chasing with the wheels. I just can't decide which wheels I like better on what car, so I got the GMR Saints on this side, and then the GMR, I think they're the 11s, they're called, on the other side that I just got powder coated blue to go with the new paint scheme. Suspension wise, I got BC's front and rear custom spec for the LS since it's a little heavier and has more torque, and then Akabonos all the way around with duals in the rear for the GK Tech kit. And I have the GK Tech rear angle or rear suspension geometry kit on this, so it's a whole knuckle. It's a knuckle, camber arm, tow rod, all of them in the back, as long with the diff brace. And since it's LS swap now, I do have a auto gear ratio in the back side. As far as the hood goes, it's just a factory hood that the FDF vents are in just to get some airflow in there for the LS. All right, moving along to the inside. So cage kit's cage in it very well with door bars. It did allow me to keep my windows. I just kind of notched out the LRB door panel delete so that I could still get the cage that comes out and as well keep the windows. NRG seats. I forget the brand of the heel plates in here. GK Tech Hydro. Arc panel, switch panel, and then energy harnesses as well. Other than that, it's stock. I just took the carpet out, kept the dash, and just flocked it. The gauge cluster's still in there. It doesn't do anything except for gas. I just can't get it out just because of the way the car's wired currently. And moving along to the front. So I'm on WiseFab front on this car. Other than that, up front, it's just BC's and WiseFab. And the Pride and Joy. So I do have an LS3 in it. Obviously, as like I said in the intro, the reason I swapped this car is I came from a bunch of S chassis for years now. I think I've had like 18 the last time I counted. Pretty ridiculous, but they got so expensive and hard to maintain and find parts. So I went to the Z's for reliability, but the cars kind of bored me. So I ended up LS swapping it just so I would like the car more. It sounds cooler. It drives better. I have way more room in the engine bay now than I did with the VQ. So a quick breakdown and kind of discussion on the swap itself. So it is a LS3 with a full LJ swap kit. So with this kit, it does come with the headers, the engine mounts, the trans mount, and your clutch. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is on you. So kind of the quick things that I had to learn on this that is not really out there is, as far as spacing goes, I'm running Corvette spacing. As you can see, I have plenty of room. But the only people that make a Corvette spacing kit with a low mount alternator, so your alternator is not way up here like the Corvette, is Sicky, unfortunately. They're not bad. You can't mix swap kits with these cars. So the Sicky accessory kit let me put the power steering pump up here, alternator on the bottom, and then water pump still factory with Corvette spacing. That gives me plenty of room for the radiator up here. I'm running from Griffin radiators, I believe, with dual SPL fans. Oil filter relocation kit with the oil cooler and power steering cooler in the front, tucked in with a fan behind the bash bar. As far as fueling goes, I'm running flex fuel with a Vibrant intake surge tank. I highly recommend on these cars due to the saddle style tank and the fuel slosh. So I'm running dual 400s with an inline all AN PTFE lines for the ethanol. Makes around 500 on ethanol tuned by Freddie. Mighty Mouse catch can and then just a bunch of, you know, minor accessories. It fits a lot better. The only thing I had to do to modify the bay was I did cut the back rear false firewall in the corner so that I could run my fuel lines, and then for this side so you can get to the last spark plug and coil pack easier. Very easy to work on. I've swapped the heads in the car. I've taken the intake off multiple times, redone the fuel system due to the LS1 that used to be in it that I blew up in one event. But that pretty much wraps up the 370Z. If you haven't checked my Instagram, I do have a post on there having a giveaway for 500 subscribers and 1,000, giving away steering wheel harnesses, mirror visors, and a few other things. Check it out. Drop a comment if you have any questions or if anything else you'd like to see. And I appreciate you guys watching. See you guys next time.